Hello, my queen bees. I am coming to you today to talk about me traveling with my 8-month-old. Now, I am putting this video out and she is actually 10 months old right now. So it's just been a while. It's been super busy, but I just wanted to get this out because I know we're going into the summer and people are traveling, and I know if you were like me, you got really like a big anxiety attack thinking, oh gosh, how are things gonna be with me traveling with my baby? So if you stay tuned, I will tell you everything that I did and how I did it and what you will need for your baby to travel and your mind to be at ease. Stay tuned. Bye. You can see in the pictures, we went to Charleston, South Carolina, and that's my home state. That's where I'm from, and I was going back to attend my father's wedding. So it was just me and the baby. My husband couldn't come right away because of work, so he had to fly in later. So of course, what's going through my mind? I have to travel alone with an 8-month-old. So of course I'm Googling, I'm trying to find what I need to do to be prepared, and to much of no avail. It was overwhelming. It was too much information. So if you are just someone who needs to just know what is the minimum I need to bring, this is the video for you. Now, my baby is different, your baby is different, so the things my baby need to just function and do life may be different from yours. So take this information, but mold it into what you need. So when I looked this stuff up, it was a bust. Okay, so what I actually did take, like the big items, was of course her suitcase, and you can kind of see the suitcase back here. Yeah, I took her suitcase and I took my big suitcase, and then I carried on. So I carried on that suitcase back there, and then I had a personal bag, which is her diaper bag, and of course it had all of the necessities that you will take in your diaper bag, just from day-to-day stuff like diapers, wipes, all of that mojo jojo. But this stuff that I'm including in this video is just the extra things. And I also did take her car seat and her stroller. That way it would have been just a little easier to maneuver through the airport with her just in her car seat, in the stroller. I'm pushing that, pulling the bag, and it was a lot. It was stressful. It will be stressful. Traveling is stressful just by yourself, and that's okay. Okay? It's okay. Just get mentally prepared for it. Just know it's going to be stressful. It's going to be hard. Okay? So first, let's just jump into some of the things that you will need for this baby. What you will need. So you will need things to care for your baby. Some baby wipes, hand sanitizer. I have teething oil, my 3 staple oils, peppermint, tea tree, and lavender, and a nose syringe. And a thermometer. You will need these things just in case anything happens in flight. You have it on hand to help your baby out. Also, I store all those things in a clear baggie in this bag so that it was readily accessible when I needed it. Toys and books. Bring your baby things that they will play with. Maybe not their favorite toys, but something that's kind of in the middle. That way if you lose them, you can maybe replace them, or it's not that big of a deal. She loves Elmo. Next is snacks. You want to bring things that do not get messy, but your baby can easily eat them. Something to clean them up with, a cloth. and of course something to tease on, to bite on. Bring that nursing cover, ladies. You will need that to nurse your baby with. I wore it to the airport. Waiting for our flight. We have like a little under 2 hours. We got here super early, 3 hours before, because we wanted to make sure we got through without a hitch and everything like that. So we are here just waiting. We are just waiting. Yeah. So I did take the time to nurse her at the terminal. Once we got on our plane, we were waiting. I did wipe down the area with wipes and just kind of wipe everything down. I just allowed her to explore our little area. She did not have her own seat, so she was in my lap. So she got to kind of explore and look around, and I let her get comfortable with that space. Let me briefly tell you how the travel actually went in details. So we got ready, we put our seatbelts ready for takeoff. The baby, however, cannot be in the seatbelt because that's some kind of hazard. So that was a little scary for me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Baby can't be in the seatbelt. So they do take off. As soon as we got to the altitude to where we just aren't going up anymore, she was sleeping. I don't know if the noise from the aircraft put her to sleep, but she was out. One note or tip that I can give you is that you need to try, if your baby is nursing or takes pacifier, you need to go ahead and give that to them as you're taking off, because if you are someone who has ears that pop or know someone who has that as they're flying, it really hurts. And for a baby who do not understand what that is or what's happening, that can send your baby into a screaming fest. So what I did was I nursed her as soon as we started taking off, and she didn't really want the nurse. She was like, what are you doing? I've already eaten, I don't want this. So that kind of had me nerve-wracked, because I know I have really bad air popping and I need gum just to survive the flight, which I did not have, by the way, on this flight. But do that so that you can alleviate that pressure by them doing the chewing motion. It helps pop their ears back out. So do that. My baby fell asleep and she slept the entire flight. And it was a breeze, and I had so many people come up to me and say, you had a baby on the flight? I'm like, yeah. They're like, wow, impressive, mama, what you're doing. I'm thinking, yes, honey chicken. But I didn't do anything. It was all her. She just went to sleep. So after that flight, she was golden. We retrieved our bags. We got to our destination, and that was it. Again, it was a 2-hour flight. There was not a lot that needed to be involved. So there you go. Did it. Ow. So the flight back was pretty much the same thing. I did the same things for the flight back. The difference is she did not sleep this time. She stayed awake, and she was awake the entire time. But she was good. My baby, you guys don't know this, but my baby likes to talk. And when I say she likes to talk, I don't mean she babbles and it's cute, and to me, it gets annoying, and it's my baby, I can say it. She gets annoying after a while, and I don't mean like 5 minutes of talking. I mean 30, 45 minutes straight of just babbling. And I thought, oh gosh, she's gonna annoy everyone on the plane. But I had a cool lady that was sitting next to her. They became friends. She sat in this lady's lap. My baby does not go to people. I mean, she does if she's seen you, but she was so friendly with this lady that was next to me. And the lady next to me was so sweet that she allowed her to just talk and sit with her. She did get a little antsy towards the end, but it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. She didn't cry or scream or anything. So that was the only difference of the second part of the flight, coming back to Dallas. Other than that, she did perfect. I didn't need to use anything. I did use the teething oil on the way back to help her out with some of her teething, just so she didn't have any issues. But other than that, she did perfect the second go around. So any questions you guys may have for me about things that you're thinking about doing with your baby, or if you need any tips on what to do with your baby when it comes to flying, I mean, it couldn't have gone any more perfect. But we will be flying again actually next week. Oh gosh, next week we will be flying again to Charleston for my younger brother's graduation from high school. So I will update you if anything changed with her. I will update you on that flight. But my husband will be with me, so it should be less stressful this go around. So please like, comment, subscribe to my page if you like the content. I will try to put out another video as soon as I can. Life happens, people. But don't ever underestimate my love for you, my honeybees and queen bees. Bye. See you next time.